Hi friends, I'm Soumya here from Accurately Accounts. In this video, I have explained the meaning of capital fund, differences between capital fund and capital, and one problem is also explained in finding the capital fund. Capital is the lifeblood of any form of business organization. So in case of non-profit organization. Here, we don't call it as capital. Instead, it is called as capital fund. Capital fund is basically a difference between the assets and liabilities of non-profit organization. Generally, we can find the balances of assets, liabilities, and capital in the balance sheet. So by preparing the balance sheet, we will get to know the capital fund balance. Now let us understand the difference between capital fund and capital. Capital fund is used in non-profit organization, whereas capital it is used in profit organizations. Capital fund represents capitalized receipts, wherein the capital represents the amount invested in the business concern. Capital fund does not belong to the member of non-profit organization, wherein the owners of the business organization generally contribute the capital. The last point of difference, it says that capital cannot be withdrawn by the members of non-profit organization, wherein it is possible for the owners of business organization. Now let me explain you one example on calculation of capital fund. Here we have a very simple problem with which we can find out the balance of opening capital fund. From the following ledger balances as on 1/4/2019, find out the opening capital fund. Buildings 80,000, furniture 20,000, investments 40,000, outstanding expenses 2,000, outstanding subscription 1,000, prepaid insurance 500, subscriptions received in advance rupees 3,000, cash in hand 3,200 and cash at bank 6,300 rupees. Before I explain it on board, I just wanted you people to understand way to treat all these ledger items. So let us understand that first. Buildings, it is treated as assets in the balance sheet. Furniture, it is also an asset. Investments, asset. Outstanding expenses, it is one of the current liability. Outstanding subscription, it is nothing but subscription. Earned but not received, we can also call it as accrued income or accrued subscription. We need to treat it as an asset. Prepaid insurance, it is also going to be an asset. Subscription received in advance will be a liability because any income received in advance is treated as liability. Cash in hand asset, cash at bank asset. Let me explain you this problem. In order to find out the opening capital fund, we need to prepare the balance sheet. So I am preparing here balance sheet as on 1/4/2019. The balance sheet format is like this. Basically, balance sheet is a statement. So here we have two different sides for balance sheet. So the left hand side we call it as liabilities. Liabilities, you know the meaning. These are the unavoidable obligations which the business has to meet, and the right hand side is for assets. Assets are the valuables owned by the business organization, but here it is for non-profit organization you are learning now. Now according to this particular problem, if you see the order of problem, the first asset given in the problem is buildings. So I am recording the value of buildings here below the assets, and the value of building being 80,000. After the building, the next asset is furniture. The value of furniture is 20,000. After the furniture, the next asset we have is investments. And the value of investment is 40,000. And after the investment, we can find outstanding expenses in the problem. Outstanding expenses, I already told you, it is one of the current liability. Outstanding expenses, we need to consider below the liability side, and the value of outstanding expenses is 2000 rupees. After the outstanding expenses, we have outstanding subscription. So subscription, generally it is going to be a revenue to the non-profit organization. It is one of the sources of income. So outstanding subscriptions refers to subscriptions earned but not received, accrued subscription. So outstanding subscription, rupees 1000. After the outstanding subscription, if you follow in the problem, the next item is prepaid insurance. So prepaid insurance is one of the income. Generally we treat it below the asset side. Expenses paid in advance, we treat it as an asset. So prepaid insurance, and the value of prepaid insurance is rupees 500. So after the prepaid insurance, we have subscriptions received in advance. Income received in advance is always treated as liability. So we need to treat it below the liability. Subscriptions received in advance. And the value of subscriptions received in advance is 3000 rupees. So after this, we have two more assets to consider, that is cash in hand and cash at bank. Cash in hand, the balance is rupees 3200, and cash at bank, the value is 6300. Now we need to balance the balance sheet and find the difference. Obviously, the difference will be on the liability side. So we all know the accounting equation, which always justify asset is equal to liability plus capital. So here we are trying to find out the capital fund. Obviously the equation is going to be asset minus liability. So if you make total of asset minus the total of liability, we get the balance of capital fund. So here we have calculated opening capital fund. 1,51,000 is the total of assets. The same total I am writing here on the other side. And after reducing the balance of liabilities from this, the balance of opening capital fund is 1,46,000. Hope it is clear to you people. Thank you so much for your response and watching my videos. For more such videos on accountancy, kindly do subscribe my channel Accurately Accounts, like and share. And if you have any queries, you can drop in mail to me at accuratelysoumya@gmail.com.